Roman Kemp says Dad Martin spent his Spandau Ballet fortune on healthcare after being diagnosed with 2 near-fatal brain tumor while living in the United States. The musician and actor, 60, was given the grim diagnosis in 1995 after discovering a lump on the back of his head, and spent the following 3 years undergoing complex surgery to have them removed. And Roman, who was just 2 years old at the time, admits the money his father amassed with new romantic legends Spandau Ballet in the 1980s rapidly dwindled as his father paid his medical bills. The 28-year-old told Private Parts podcast, "My dad has moved to LA and all that sort of thing. And then he had 2 brain tumors. Massive brain tumors. He had the first one and it was on the outside of his brain. And that took 2 to 3 years to get rid of. Then when they were about to give them the all clear they realized, OFK, there is a huge one growing from the inside of your brain. At the time they didn't have any surgery for it. He spent a year thinking that's it, he is going to die. He wrote a book for me and my sister about his life and all this type of stuff. Through all of that, being out in America, you have to pay for your health care. My mom and dad lost all their money. Like all of it, it gave them this new perspective of life, which is really odd." Doctors had successfully removed Martin's first tumor, described as the size of a crushed grapefruit, before considering the best way to tackle his second, more complex growth. While both tumors were benign, the second presented greater danger due to its positioning, but after 2 years of analysis was finally reduced using an early form of gamma knife technology. Roman added, "Ever since then my dad refused to become a victim of the world. Because within a second it can be taken away from you. And that is the thing my parents constantly said to me, honestly it can go tomorrow." When he first was in recovery and definitely as a kid, I remember growing up and he didn't have any hair. He had to teach himself how to talk again, how to walk again. You imagine at the time he has just done the craze. He is this good-looking dude. Big actor, musician. Going to get all these things and then bam, everything gone. Martin's ailing health had a lasting impact on Roman, and the Capital Radio DJ admits he was fortunate to have the support of his godfather, Wham! Star George Michael, while he was growing up. He recalled, "I was lucky enough to grow up with a figure in my life. Someone like George Michael. He was my godfather growing up. He was over the house all the time. It was like having an uncle." But Roman insists being close to the pop superstar gave his first-hand knowledge of the negative impact fame can have on mental health. He said, "What you realize is, when you get that big, it is really lonely. You have a lot more struggles mentally with what is reality and who are your friends and those types of things. That is why George had such a connection with my mom, former Wham! Backing singer Shirley, because they had been friends since they were 8 years old." He added, "The thing with George is, what you have to know, people would have thought he had his jet-setting lifestyle, but he was sat in front of the TV watching shows like Deal or No Deal. He watched someone lose quite a lot of money once and felt so bad that he found that guy and paid him the money.